Hi, loves. I hope all is well. I just wanted to touch base about the energies, and I know people are feeling a plethora of different things. Where we are right now is about recalibration, and really, it's like coming into this alignment of deep understanding about ourselves, our authentic selves, who we are, who we have come here to be, and our place within our own lives and in this higher frequency. So I know that we can be feeling different aspects as far as like there's time shifts happening, there's we're like things are being misplaced, like you put something here and then it's not there, or a lot of that deja vu energy happening, a lot of synchronicity energy, but it's all a spiritual recalibration basically. So we are being asked to embrace this and feel our way in this and find our authenticity within this energy. And it is all heart-centered energy when it comes to embracing our authentic selves and embracing who we have come here to be and understanding our wholeness and our fullness. This is us being us. We have stepped into this place of embracing our authentic self, embracing the highest timeline, the greatest version of us, and it can feel very foreign, it can feel awkward, it can feel a whole lot of different things, because in order to be our authentic selves, we, especially over the last little while, have been clearing and purging and releasing everything that's not us, everything that's not aligned with who we are in this moment. And especially when Neptune went into Aries, that was a fiery push to like be yourself, be your authentic self, embrace who you are, embrace who this version of you is, because this is the authentic version. This is who you've come here to be. And it can feel very foreign and very uncertain to us because so many of us are used to struggle and sacrifice and suffering and all these things, that's become part of our identity, where that part now is being purged so that we no longer identify with suffering or lack or toxicity basically. So it's really important to make sure that you are allowing yourself to be present, allowing yourself to strengthen your emotional boundaries, where you know what is for you and you know what is not. You're not trying to force things any longer. I've had quite a few clients that have had relationships in their lives be dismantled, friendships, romantic relationships, partnerships, stuff like that. And that's something that they were holding on to out of fear, out of not understanding their worth, out of holding on to things that they are just simply familiar with. It's that toxic comfort. So, I had one client who was just like, I know what to expect in this relationship, and I'm too tired to start something new, and I might as well just stay here because I've been here for 6 or 7 years now. And after they had made that comment, so many things shifted for them in the following 2 weeks that they couldn't ignore the fact that this relationship was no longer for them and they had outgrown it, and it was time for them to move forward and lovingly release what was no longer serving them. And it hasn't been easy for them, and they've gone through the grieving stage and all of that kind of stuff, but they are so empowered by the choice that they made for themselves to release and let go and trust that authentic self to say, I love you and this is no longer for you. We need to move forward. We need to step away from this energy that is now outdated, this energy that is a different frequency than who we are now. And it's not an easy choice to make when we have to step away from certain things in our lives, whether it's a job, whether it's a friendship, whether it's a romantic relationship, whether it's a home. Like, it's about being fluid and being transparent and allowing yourself to be guided, allowing yourself to be in that place of, I know what's for me and I know what's not because of how I feel. Our feelings are powerful and beautiful and amazing, even the crappy ones. We don't know until we know. So if we never experienced things that caused us sadness or grief or anything like that, we wouldn't have such a deep appreciation for the things that bring us and expand our happiness and our joy from within us. So saying that, there's a lot of interdimensional experiences, so to speak, where we have to acknowledge and adapt to this fluidity and this heightened intuition and really ground into it. We have gone through an ascension process. So we've risen to a certain part of, or a certain point of our wholeness, our authenticity, and we descended into this frequency to say, okay, this is a timeline, or this is the version of myself that I choose to be. So we descend into that. And then now this is the integration part. This is the shift that is happening, from within us, because we have made these choices to say, I choose to be the frequency of harmony, of peace, of love, to have a healthy, happy life, yada, yada, yada. And everything else has been dismantled, and we have to allow that clearing. So think of it as something that's been, say you had an old shed in the backyard, you broke it all down and all the pieces are still there, and you're just waiting for someone to come pick it up and clear it out. That's where we are. We've dismantled the things that no longer serve us, and now we're just clearing the way for that higher energetic self to, stand in place of that and rebuild a new shed from who we are and from the frequency that we are now. And it's all about alignment. It's all about how you feel. Your feelings, your emotions are your guide, and you are in control of that. So when things are triggering, and I know a lot of things have been triggering over the last couple of weeks, especially because of what needed to surface to be purged and released and let go of and cleared out. So don't try to compartmentalize your feelings and emotions. Don't try to ignore them. Don't try to stuff them down and not, see them for what they are, because you are the creator of your experience. And allowing yourself to go through these feelings and allowing yourself to be in that place of empowerment where it's okay that I was triggered yesterday because of something that one of my kids told me, and that mama bear in me decided to, rear her head. And it took me a little time to kind of work through that, because if I'm triggered from something that somebody says or an action or whatever, I go within myself and say, okay, why am I feeling hostile? Why do I feel hostile about this? And I work through that, because that's my issue. How I feel is my responsibility. So, taking those moments and taking that time to work through whatever it is you're feeling is so important. It's such a key component to this integration energy and into this energy of wholeness and fullness and allowance of being your highest self, of being who you've come here to be, and trusting in that and working with that and allowing everything else to disintegrate and clear completely. So make sure that you are being incredibly mindful of your thoughts, of your feelings or emotions, of whatever you're giving your attention to, because we are master manifestors on like higher than we've ever been. So that mindfulness is going to be empowering your conscious choices so that you are being that conscious creator. So when we have thoughts that are not serving, emotions that are not serving, all of that, you're witnessing them and saying, I see you, I love you, and I release you. Because we can't be angry at ourselves for feeling how we feel. Our feelings are our guidance system. So make sure that you're taking the time to work with these energies, work with these feelings, and allow this recalibration to happen. Allow this energy of higher purpose to be what it has come here to be. All right, so I'm just going to pull a card for our collective. Okay. I now create a wonderful new life. I am totally open and receptive to a wonderful new life. Choosing creative talents and embracing my abilities. Okay. And one more. Okay then, jeez Louise. I am at peace with me. Each moment has its own special joys and experiences. I am always in the perfect time and always in the perfect place. I love my life.